I'm talking tonight about how to drill holes in your $20,000 boxes, cabinets. When they come into you and you say, okay, there's no template for this, and there's 5 different sizes of handles, how do you handle it? No pun intended. One by one. The first thing I do is I put a piece of tape, painter's tape up, so I can see where I'm marking. Second thing is to find the center, measure the drawers if they're all the same. Sometimes there's a narrow one at the top or in a wider one at the bottom. I don't have that issue here. So measuring the inside of the box, to find your center, and we've got 18 1/4. We're good at 9 1/8 on center. So I'll mark that, and from that point we'll be able to determine. The great thing if you have children handy is to have them work with you and use their little scissors to open your hardware for you, because it gets tedious time after time. But I'm not going to emphasize any personal protective equipment on this. You're an adult. You can do what you want to do to be safe. The hardware generally comes with 2 sizes of screws. I got some longies, adjustable actually. You can clip them with your lineman pliers or whatever you got, and shorties. So with these drawers, I've got the buildup of the drawer face and the drawer backing. I'm going to use the long screws on this job and save the old ones for something, just because I save things. And I have a fastener fetish too. That's for another YouTube channel maybe. But the longies, you can see here closely that they've got, you can adjust them. I luckily don't need to adjust these at all. I just need to know which ones out of the pair I need to use. So I've got my handle, I've got my screws. You need to measure carefully because all these are different. Some of them are metric, some of them are standard. These happen to be standard. And I've got this slide rule that I've just taken off of my slide square, and I like it because measurements start exactly at the end, and there's no discrepancies. So even if you burn an inch or whatever you want to do, you can see that this is a 5-inch on center. This is an easy one, even if you're not good at math. And you can, if you're not good at math, it's okay. You just figure it out and take it slow. So 1/2 of 5 is 2 1/2. I'm going to go 2 1/2 inches off the center and make a mark. Easy bo beezy. Get up there as close as you can so you get a really accurate mark. Use a fine tip pen if you can. I just find it, rather than a broad marker or anything. And then the next thing is finding the center of your drawer face. And I believe we're at 3 3/4 or something here. Very, very close to it. So half that's going to be 1 7/8 inches. And again, I like this marker because it's very easy to read. And instead of making a scribe stick or anything, you can make any sort of jig you want, but by the time you make a jig for all these different things, this is not something you want to really rush through, but you can't take, people take for granted, how much skill and tact it actually takes to put a handle on a custom cabinet and not screw it up. So now I've got my marks on here. Check, check, check. Your hardware, make sure that your holes are going to line up, and I feel pretty good about that. And you need to select a drill bit, a good drill bit, please. That is obviously wider than the screw, so that the screw easily slides through and also gives you just a slight bit of wiggle room. Some hardware has wider flanges on it that you can really hide a lot. These do not, thanks to my lovely wife Sarah and I for picking them. Fantastic. I've got no wiggle room really, so I need to be pretty dead nuts on these things. So I'm going to start and I'm going to heat in there. Oh, other tip, check the drawer and make sure there's no hidden sliders or anything else in there that you're going to hit with the drill bit. Any tip I'm giving you is because I've screwed it up. Lock. Back the drill bit out to clear the debris. You can even left to right, just a little bit, just a little bit. Little wiggle room is okay. A lot is bad. If this custom drawer has to be remanufactured, it's several $100s to remanufacture this thing, for sure. Custom build, custom finish, all the way around. Next thing I'll do is I'll peel my tape so I can see the holes. The finish is gorgeous. I'll take my sandpaper hands and knock off some crust back there. And the heads of the screws are large enough to secure the door further and cover any BS debris. And then you just start to thread gently until you get a bite, and then go. And then you have your driver set up with your Phillips, your favorite driver with your favorite Phillips bit. Drill, driver. Let it go. Don't torque it too much, but get it on there so that the kids don't wiggle it off. And there we go. A perfect centered mount on a custom cabinet door. So, thanks. It worked.